Hello peoples and popples, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Fiction and Flora. You can call me Flora, and this is Riley. Today we've got a check-in. So I did not read that much this week. Life was a lot and it happens, who cares? So what I did read was a single book. I read Dead Tired, Book 2 by Raven's Dagger. The cover art is done by Sloth Being, and this is the second volume in a lit RPG fantasy adventure. And it's low stakes, but it's really fun. It's got a lot of dad humor in it. It's lots of puns, a little bit of like 6th grade humor, I'm not gonna lie. It's a good time, and it's honestly becoming one of my like favorite fun series, where I just kind of like know that if I pick it up it's gonna be fun. So this one I do recommend if you're looking for low stakes and you don't mind game mechanics and you don't mind puns. I don't know if the humor is gonna be for everyone, but I am a punny kind of guy. I have gotten a little bit farther into Praiseworthy by Alexis Wright. Unfortunately, it's not far enough for me to have any different thoughts than the last time we spoke. It's only been another 20 pages. So that being said, you will not be hearing back from me about Praiseworthy until I make a more substantial dent. Either I make it to the end of the first part or I make it to the halfway point, then we can talk. So that's all I read this week. That's it. But let me tell you about what I'm excited to read in the upcoming week. The first one is The Ballad of Borag I by A.P. Beswick. This book I actually learned about due to the author's TikTok because they posted that they were inspired by Legends and Lattes. And since Legends and Lattes is one of my favorite cozy fantasies, here we are. In fact, I think Legends and Lattes is one of the books that got me excited about reading fantasy again, because previously I was just like feeling not into it, but Legends and Latte got me into the mood. So The Ballad of Borag I is about a young orc who decides he does not want to be a warrior, he wants to be a bard, and so we're just following him as he does that. The next book I have on my list is The Bookshop and the Barbarian by Morgan Slang, and I don't actually know what this is about, but I'm assuming a bookshop and a barbarian. I could be wrong, but the next one I have on my list is A Pub in the Underworld by Harmon Cooper. Again, I don't know quite what details that is. I know that it's a lit RPG, so there's gonna be some game elements, and I know that there's a pub, and I know it's in the underworld. Someone's dead. And then, so those are, all three of those are like my higher priority ones that I want to read. If I get through all three of those, then I would also like to pick up Fluff by Raven's Dagger, which is in a world of superhero, like people who get powers once you hit a certain age, the system comes online, RPG elements, and so the powers you get decide whether or not you're a human, whether or not you're a hero or a villain. And our main character gets a power that designates her as a villain, but she's like, absolutely not, I'm not doing all that work. So she's trying to hide her powers and just get through college while also happening to accidentally create minions who look like cute animals. And then the last one, again, if I get through all these, actually I do have access to the audiobook for this one, so this might be my audiobook for the week, is The Tree of Eons, which by Spazler. This is another lit RPG. I'm in a mood, stop judging me. Anyway, this is another lit RPG that is about someone who dies and is reincarnated as a tree. And the reason I picked this one up is specifically because I saw a bad review that was like a 1 or 2 star review, and was like, the author should have noted that this was an anti-hero and not an actual hero. I prefer a world where people are actually good people, and the main character is not a good person. They only do things for the humans if the humans do something for them, and that's disgusting. And I said, tell me more. So I'm actually really excited to pick this up, and like I said, I do have access to the audiobook on Scribd, so it might be like when I'm walking to work I can just listen to it, or like when I'm cleaning the house or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, those are the books that I'm hoping to read. Stats haven't changed. We'll check in again next week. Bye.